Borderlands 4, a pretty damn highly anticipated game, especially if you're a fan of the looter shooter genre and Borderlands in general, with Borderlands 2, in my personal opinion, being the greatest and best looter shooter probably ever of all time. Now, on top of this, I think Borderlands 4 actually does look really good, at least from what they've shown so far. Some of the big things and big changes they're making specifically to guns and the legendary weapons, I think is really exciting. They're making legendaries a lot more rare and not something that you're just going to have a gigantic collection of after a few days of playing the game, which I absolutely love. They're also making other changes specifically to the Vault Hunter designs, and the Vault Hunters, I think, look the best that they've looked probably since Borderlands 2, and that gets me really excited as well. However, there was a lot of controversy about a month ago, maybe even not that long ago, about the price tag. As you guys know, Nintendo, then picked up by Xbox, a lot of these companies are changing their games, at least their first-party games, to $80. And that led a lot of people to start thinking that Borderlands 4 might also be $80, especially with Randy Pitchford, head at Gearbox, coming out and saying it's very possible the Borderlands 4 will be $80. Now, obviously, it's not up to him, and he said it was not up to him, but it is something that is very possible. And he sparked the fire even more by basically telling everybody, if you're a Borderlands fan, you're going to pay $80 to play this game. It's the best game, blah, 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 that we've made in the franchise. What anybody who's making the game is going to say, which rubbed people the wrong way. It's absolutely not a great way to address the people excited for your game, saying you better spend $80 and you're going to spend $80 if you're excited for this game. Whether he's right or wrong, he's probably right. It's still just not the right way to go about things, at least in my personal opinion. He apologized for it, etc., etc. But possibly this backlash led to them not making this game $80. Take-Two said, no, we're going to make this game $70. However, there is a catch. One of the editions is $150, and this $150 edition doesn't even come with the game. Yes, you heard that correctly. Very unfortunately, there's a lot of articles and gaming journalists and even YouTubers talking about this right now, but this article specifically on Games Radar is saying forget the $100 and $130 deluxe editions. Those do come with the game. Borderlands 4 has a pretty rad collector's edition that doesn't even include the game for the low price of $150. And it says here, or you can wait until January when you're probably going to be able to pick it up for $40. That's true as well. But of course, a lot of you guys are going to be wanting to play this game around Christmas. If you're still in school, you're going to be wanting to play this game over Christmas break with your buddies. I'm going to be for sure wanting to play this game for Christmas break when I'm off of my job for a week and a half and potentially not with family. So going into the article, Borderlands 4 is going to have a $70, $100, and $130 versions available, which in this day and age does not surprise me in any way. Depending on how much DLC you want, of course. So what do you actually get for pre-ordering the game? So for $70, you're going to get the standard edition, which just comes with the game. It's not going to come with anything extra. The deluxe edition is going to allow you to take on new areas with unique missions and bosses, earn more rewards with vault cards, and collect all kinds of additional loot with the Borderlands 4 Deluxe Edition. So yes, you are getting locked out of actual content in the game if you don't spend $100. Now it's even more if you spend $130 for the Super Deluxe Edition. You can explore all new regions of Kairos with 2 additional Vault Hunters with the post-launch content of Borderlands 4 Super Deluxe Edition. So with the $100 edition, you don't even get the post-launch content. And then obviously, everything else you get here is going to be given to you in the $100 edition. So the $130 edition is basically the extra content you can get with the $100 edition plus post-launch content. But if you're really all in on the Borderlands hype, 2K is giving you the opportunity to drop $150 on a big old collector's edition of the game that Gearbox boss Randy Pitchford thinks is pretty rad. And to sweeten the deal, you don't even get the game or the DLC with it. So not only do you not get the game, you also don't get the DLC that you would have to pay $130 to fully get. So this game, if you want the collector's edition, could potentially cost $280. $280, and I understand. The collector's edition comes with a lot of actual physical merchandise from the game, of course. And there has been a thing where people don't like sending out collector's editions specifically with the physical game in them, because then they can't play it on day one. But why not give somebody a digital version of the game to their email or something like that that they can play on the release if they bought the collector's edition for $150? It doesn't make any sense to me. Moving forward here, Randy Pitchford posted on his Twitter, alerting gamers that the collector's edition is available to be ordered from GameStop, saying it's pretty rad and will probably sell out. So grab it if you're into it. God, I hope it doesn't sell out. Unless you're a huge Borderlands fan, obviously. I'm not going to tell other people how to spend their money, but I am going to make a judgment based on what I would do in this situation, which is absolutely not buy this. Now, what does it come with? It comes with an Echo 4 bundle that comes with a cloth map, an 8-inch tall Echo 4 figure, some art prints, a vault symbol necklace, and some in-game shift code cards. I'm sorry, there's no way that's worth $150. There's absolutely no way. And then they say here, going further in the article, and that's it. Rather than present your biggest fans with the game or even some DLC to go along with their tat, you'll need to drop an extra $130 on top of the full Borderlands 4 experience, considering the $100 version comes with what is effectively 4 of Borderlands 2's $3 Headhunter packs. Moving forward here, collector's editions that don't include the game aren't actually new, and that is very true. But they are all lame, and that is also very true. The Japan and UK exclusive one for Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is cool, mind you, but that comes with a vinyl soundtrack that will inevitably go nuts prices on Discogs, at least. To be fair, it does come with the deluxe edition of the game in the UK, so it only doesn't, obviously, in the Japan version. Oh my god, what are we doing, man? Now, I know I've been speaking out a lot just about prices of video games lately in general on this channel, specifically about the increase to $80 that Nintendo and Xbox are doing. I just had a video about Outer Worlds 2, which I think is just insane to drop a game for $80 directly after a game like Avowed came out, which was mediocre at best, and then justify having an $80 price tag. That's insane, but again, they don't actually make the prices. That's something on Xbox's end, where they make the prices. At least Borderlands 4 isn't going to be $80. But when it's not $80, and then you lock actual game, in-game content behind $100, then you don't even get the post-launch content with the $100 version, and then you have a $150 version that doesn't even include the physical or the digital version of the game. Like, we're getting too far here. It's getting ridiculous. And what sucks so much here is I'm so excited for these games. I really want to play Borderlands 4. I really want to play the Outer Worlds 2, but I don't want to spend, and I don't think it's going to be worth spending, at least personally for me, $100 to play Borderlands 4. And I don't know if the Outer Worlds is going to be worth $80. Thank God I have Game Pass, but they probably made it $80 to push as many people to play the game on Game Pass in general. Now, this is really never going to change. This isn't something that a person with 1.3 thousand subscribers complaining about this is really going to do anything, obviously. People actually have to stop playing and buying these games for anything like this to change, which isn't going to happen anytime soon. Even myself, I've been guilty many times of buying games that, in my opinion, were probably way overpriced because how excited I am for them. GTA 6 might release for $100, and I'm probably still going to buy it. Maybe that one's actually going to be worth it, though, because of how much time we've waited and how big that game is supposed to actually be. But that's besides the point. I don't think this is going to change anytime soon. But with so many other games like Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Elden Ring Night Reign, Oblivion Remastered, coming out for $60, $45, or even $40, it's getting a lot harder for me to justify myself actually buying these games when there's so many other great games from other companies that aren't just trying to juice up their prices as high as possible to make as much money as possible. It's only beneficial, like I always say, for the company. None of this is actually beneficial for the gamer or the consumer. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Comment down below if you guys are excited for Borderlands 4. If you guys are going to be buying this game day one. Are you going to buy the $100 edition? Are you going to buy the $130 edition? Are you going to spend $280 to play the game with all of its content and post-launch content, as well as the collector's edition that doesn't come with the game? I would like to know. And why are you buying it? And why are you not buying it? Please comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. For my returning viewers, thank you guys so much as always. Like the video if you like the video. And for my new viewers, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked what you see here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!